So I don't normally make content like this. I usually let the bigger YouTubers like Moist Critical cover stuff like this, but I felt it necessary to make a video and talk about it because I have actually been getting a lot of Bigfoot sightings pop up in my recommended feed. So that's what we're going to be doing. This will be a very interesting video to do, and it is actually kind of a personal video for me because I am a Bigfoot believer, and I actually had my own encounter 5 years ago. One time when I was visiting my aunt up in New York, it was like my last night there, and at 2 o'clock in the morning, I went outside to get into her car because it was like a 5-hour drive or something like that to the airport. And for the life of me, I don't know why. I don't know what possessed me to do it, but I basically went outside, and one thing that people have said Bigfoots will do is make this sort of like clapping noise, or like they'll knock on trees. So I decided to experiment. I decided to just say, what the hell? And I basically clapped twice. I clapped twice, and sure enough, off in the distance, I hear back. Now, I thought that was weird, because my aunt lives on, like, 50 acres of, like, no one's around. No one would be crazy enough to be moving back in there. And it was 2 o'clock in the morning. So then I was thinking, well, what if I do that again? So I clapped twice back, and not 2 of them, but 3 claps. It went. So that couldn't have been like an echo. Now that was actually really kind of like freaky in my mind and exciting at the same time. It was like one of those like, you're excited, but like you're also freaking out at the same time because you're like, holy smokes, that could be what I'm trying to hear. Which was very encouraging and exciting for me because that was my very first official Sasquatch encounter. And it couldn't have been like a human. It couldn't have been like someone squatting or whatever because, I mean, no one would be crazy enough in their mind to live out where my aunt was living. I mean, she lives surrounded by like, you know, the forest and jungle and, you know, like she lives basically out in the middle of nowhere. And that was really exciting for me and cool because now all of a sudden, even my aunt, when she came outside, she heard the noises too. She heard me doing it, and then she heard something off in the distance making that same noise. Only it wasn't me, because she heard 3. Not 2, 3. So it was very exciting for me that one of my family members wasn't thinking, you know, oh, he's just one of those kids that just grew up with Bigfoot on the brain. No. She heard it for herself. She knew straight away, there's something out there. I do realize that talking about Bigfoot is a very sensitive subject to some people. In a lot of cases, it's a friendship breaker. It's like talking about politics. You wouldn't want to talk to your best friend about, you know, who your favorite president is or who do you think is going to win the election because he might say something or you might say something and then the other one will be in disagreement about that. And oftentimes it can be a friendship breaker. I've actually had friends of mine who just could not tolerate my, you know, whole interest in Bigfoot, and as a result, I've lost friends that way, which is a shame, but, I mean, you know, it's all good in my mind. You know, I've just learned to accept that people will be like that. You can be whatever you want to be. I just happen to be one of those people where I'm thinking, no, there has to be something out there. That's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be going through a bunch of clips of people who claim they've seen Bigfoot before, but, you know, we don't know. But here we go. What's this one right here? Hold up. This one right here. What is this? Alright, the quality's turned up as best as I can, so... So let me just see something here. This went viral like 3 days ago. This one went viral like 3 days ago. No, that's fake. Okay, here's a more like it's like phone angle. No, that's fake. I mean, I don't see how that can be real because I'm gonna try and slow it down. I don't know if you caught that, but very, very closely you can see that it's clearly a costume. Here's something for you guys to know, okay? I'm gonna educate you. Sasquatches, if you look at the Patterson footage, and if you look at that you know, that one still shot of Patty, that face of her is very ape-like. This is monster-like. They don't look like that. Where the fur meets the face, that looks like it could be like a mask. It just does not look organic. That looks like a guy in a suit. If you look at the claws too, I mean, look at that hand. That is not, that's not an ape hand. That clearly has like claws and stuff. I'm fairly certain, because you know, some humans do it too, me included sometimes. We bite our fingernails. I'm pretty sure while they do use them for hunting, I'm fairly certain they don't look like that. It's clearly a guy in a suit. And this went viral. They don't know. See, this is what I was talking about. Here's a better image of Patty. You can see how ape-like that her face is. And with that other one that we were seeing earlier, it's just clear that the other one was so fake, and it garnered national news. But yeah, you can see how ape-like her face is compared to the other one, which just is like, you know, it pisses me off how people are so gullible to that kind of. Ooh.
An elusive creature. I just squatted down.
That's a guy in a suit.
Throughout time, people across the globe have.
Okay, so these four are from the show called Finding Bigfoot. They're really cool. I actually met the one on the right. His name is Cliff. He's a really cool dude. The way how you watch him in the show, that's who he is in real life. I mean, it was such an honor to meet him. And I spoke with him. I spoke with him about what I encountered. He, you know, was sort of like, I don't know. It depends. You know, if you can believe what you want to believe. I mean, and I believe what I heard was what I heard. But yeah, Cliff is just awesome. He's absolutely cool. Alright, so this one is a dash cam. Dash cams are actually really useful for this sort of thing. They've actually caught several road crossing sightings, or they've caught something in the tree. Now, granted, some of those were hoaxed, obviously, but there's been several instances where they just couldn't debunk it, you know, so, I don't know, let's see what this guy's got here. Quality's crap. That's traditional for Bigfoot videos. What's that? Okay, that would freak me out if I saw that. Look at that. That is creepy, dude. You're going on a dirt road at night, and just behind a bunch of birch trees is like this giant thing that is clearly right there. You can tell it's like a living thing, except it's not. This is, as creepy as that is, that's not real. It's like a statue, but Jesus Christ, that thing is scary. So that would freak me out if I saw that. Okay, so I think is he turning around? What's he doing? It's clear that this location right here, that this is like his house. It just seems so convenient that this guy managed to film something as he was approaching his house. I mean, and there's just no way that's real. I mean, look at the way how it's positioned. It's like me doing this. This is like that. It's just, as cool and freaky as that is, there's just no way that's real.
He took off when he saw me. I have proof Bigfoot exists.
What? It's really hard to tell. Is that CGI, or did the dog actually do that? That's how creepy. It's like when they filmed E.T. and like in the scene in the forest when E.T. is like, you know, to like, because he's an alien, they have him like running through the ruts and stuff. And through the ferns, and it's just this, like, thing just going through the trees. Oh my god, that's funny, though. Oh, that's awesome. That's my favorite one so far. Bigfoot at a rest stop.
There's hair stuff out here. I'm over here on 97 on the rest stop. And, I don't know.
Ooh.
the hell is that? What the heck is that?
Oh, Jesus. Hold on a second.
What the absolute heck is it?
That would scare me if I heard that. Luckily, all I heard was just a knock tap on a tree. Hold on a second. Where is Highway 97? Because he mentions Highway 97. Highway 97. Wait, that's in Washington? Okay, that would make sense.
Starting to regret that I stopped at this rest stop.
Yeah, I bet you are, dude. That's loud. That's really loud.
And they say Bigfoot isn't real? I don't even want to stick my arm out.
No, okay, that's really convincing. I do think we have wolves here in Washington. They don't sound like that. Moose don't sound... Well, we don't have moose. Well, we do, just not where this guy is. But, I mean, that's not a dog. That's not... I mean, that's loud. I don't think any human, not even Shaquille O'Neal, can get that loud. I mean, that is really loud. That thing, whatever made that noise, easily had to be, like, at least over 8 feet tall to have, like, that lung capacity, because you have to, like, inhale and stuff, and then to get that giant, you know, insanely loud, just vocal going. Either that, or this thing was so close, and it was just hiding behind the tree growth over here. Either way, that was loud. And I'm fairly certain no human can get that loud. So that's compelling. That's real, I think. So we're going to speed things up along now. So we got this one right here that we're going to play. Something triggered the camera at 210. But then again at 212, but this time some sort of weird lighting shoots across the image. Oh, that was weird. Was that what that was? Minutes later, an image appears. Focus on the upper left. Hold on. Let me see something here. Focus on the upper left of the screen. Best viewed on a large screen. Yeah, I want to see what this is. Ooh! Ooh. Oh my god. Okay, that is something very massive. The eyes, that's at least about 8 feet tall. Because, like, if you look at the size of this tent, this is about, maybe about 4.5 feet tall. And whatever this is about maybe 6 feet back, maybe 10 feet back, I don't know. But it's clear that this thing is gigantic. I don't know. I mean, that is really creepy. It's really hard to tell, too, what this thing is doing. You know, is it, like, stepping forward or is it, like, stepping back? I don't know. Maybe the camera is, like, I don't know. That is just creepy. But it says stay tuned for more footage coming. Okay, is that thing up there, is that supposed to be him? See, here's how I know that this isn't, like, there's no way that, unless this thing moves, I'm gonna wait for this thing to end. I want to see if this thing moves, because there's something about this that I can tell is just not right. Looks like a dwarf Hagrid just sitting there. Okay, so it looks like the deer is actually watching it, whatever it is. I don't know. It seems too convenient. I mean... And it's still there? Why would it have waited there all that time? And the fact that that thing was, like, sitting there the entire time tells me that either it was a guy in a ghillie suit and is like the world's perfect human being for standing so completely still, or it was something that whoever made that just like kind of like made up or whatever. I don't know, but it's clear that was fake. That was creepy though, because like the thing is that if that was real, then the deer would have bolted and that thing would have took off after it. But the fact that that thing kept its eyes on whatever was in the tree the entire time tells me that whatever it was wasn't real. So it's unfortunate, but, you know, let's go on to the next one. We're going to be wrapping this up pretty soon. Oh yeah, there's also this Bigfoot simulator that you can also play. That's actually kind of cool. I might try that. I don't know. So this next one that I'm going to show you guys, I already technically watched this, but I didn't. I just clicked on it just so I can have it in my watch history. But here we go. Oh! That's creepy. That honestly really is creepy. Let me watch that one more time. See that? It's this one shot right here that I'm not convinced. It's when he eclipses the tree that it looks like it's computer generated almost. It looks almost as if like it was like some kind of like cheap animation almost, which I mean, if this was for like a college class, great job, because I would have bought it. But I mean, like, it's this one shot right here that bothers me, because if you look at the motion of this thing, it's really still. Now I have been told that they will just walk in like, you know, very smooth. We walk like, you know, with like a bounce, you know. They walk kind of like this, you know, really smooth. And this looks great, but it looks a little too smooth. It looks like someone like just took like a trail cam and then made it, you know, capture something. But I don't know. I mean, would this have gone off? It says it's a stealth cam, but would this have gone off if there wasn't anything there? It's hard to say, because the only way for a trail cam to turn on is for something to be there. And that may have been the case with this thing, but, you know, it's really hard to say because of how smooth this thing walks. I don't know, it's convincing, but it looks too much like a computer-generated image. It doesn't look right. I'm not satisfied with that. But, you know, we're gonna watch one more. What the... Okay, I have to watch this now. Just, what the hell? A Bigfoot being released from a helicopter? Where does it say?
A man who wishes to remain anonymous claims to have photographed a Bigfoot being airlifted by a helicopter. One individual claims that as he was setting up his camera to capture the landscape, a distant but distinct sound caught his attention. The unmistakable whir of a helicopter. Okay, I get what they were doing, if this was a thing. But it's just like dangling. This is so weird and so out of context. It's just so weird. So apparently, according to this guy, I just can't stop. I can't stop thinking about it. Apparently, this Bigfoot was captured and is now dangling by a helicopter? What? Who is bananas enough to string a possible 400-pound animal and make it dangle from a helicopter where it could be hit by a bunch of debris or trees? This is so wrong, dude. Oh, God. The whole encounter lasted only a few minutes.
Just look at this. There's no way. If this was real, they would have put it at least in, like, I don't know, a cage? And then have the helicopter string it up and then ship it to wherever it's going. Area 51, I don't know. But, like, I mean, it's just, why? Why would you dangle the poor guy? He's hanging on by his leg. And plus, too, there's a chance that if that rope or cable, whatever it is, it's clearly hanging, it's clearly strung up on his leg. If that thing were to, like, swing much far to the side or whatever, there's a good chance his leg is coming off. It just doesn't make any sense. It's just like, you got like these rich billionaires who are, you know, like making companies, and they decide to make a company to find a Bigfoot, and then they do this. This makes no sense at all. This is, why are you doing that? If this is like a stunt for like a TV ad or something, then that's one thing. But if that's like a real animal, you wouldn't do that. There's no way. You'd have to put him in like an enclosure, like a cage. There's just no way. Oh my god. This is just so wrong. I can't stop. It's just dangling from a helicopter. Oh my god. Oh, poor guy. Alright, so this next one we're going to watch is like the last one on my show for today. It's titled, A Bigfoot on Camera Going Crazy. Really? Okay, that initial scream is like no other animal makes that. I don't care who you are. You can say that that's like a bear. That's not a bear. No human can get their lungs that low. There's no way that that's a bear. That's just crazy. And like the diversity of like screams that this thing does. I mean, it's insane. So you got this crazy whoop thing, then you got that, and then this. Like, that is crazy. But it's that initial bellow that is insane. Like, there's no human on Earth that can get their vocal cords that low. There's no human on Earth that can make their lungs fill that much air up and then be able to, like, just, you know? And then, okay, the other stuff, like the whoop and the howling and stuff, I mean, that could be attributed to, like, I don't know, a wolf or, you know, like a coyote or something. But it's that first one that there's just no way that a dog or a bear, there's just no way. I mean, that's really compelling. So we're going to watch that one more time, just for that initial scream. And then you hear that last bit too, like the. I mean, that could have been like a car or something, but I mean, like, it sounds like this guy is down by the river. Because you can hear, like, I don't know, maybe it's the wind, or maybe they're located by a river. I don't know, but I mean, oh my god, I love that noise. That noise is crazy. That sounded close, and that sounded loud. That's, oh, I love it. So that was really all I wanted to talk about today, was just going over some Bigfoot stuff. I don't know why. It was just something I wanted to do. But, you know, I hope this was actually educational, what I was informing you guys. If you guys choose not to believe it, it's whatever. But, you know, I hope you guys may have gotten a little bit of fun out of this, because, you know, there was some wacky stuff in there. There really was. But yeah, you know, with that being said, let me know what you guys thought of this. Let me know if you want to see more content of this, because, shoot, I'll be down to do it. But yeah, I just hope you guys enjoyed it, and check out the Discord server if you're interested in joining. And yeah, stay tuned and have a good day.